Greetings, gamers. Hoser here for Hoser House Rules. Welcome back. And another adventure in 4 Against Darkness today. And we're going to have Tim. Say hello, Tim.
Hello, Tim.
Being the game master. And he's got some horrible experiences for our adventurers, so for the White Company. So we'll find out about that in a second. First of all, though, I want to say 3 things. One, please leave in the comments anything that you want to see more of. We would really love to hear from you as to what you want to see. We've done a lot of stuff. We've done like Pike and Shot, Napoleonics, Let's Go Viking. We're doing a lot of 4 Against Darkness. I'm starting up some Crusader stuff. So I'm definitely gearing up to do a refight of the Horns of Hatton. And that's going to be bigger and with much better activation system, so nobody will go crazy and commit suicide. But please tell us what you want to see. We have done all kinds of stuff, and we can do something different if anybody really wants to see it. And I just want to say, second, hello to everybody, and thank you for being a member of the channel, especially Meandering Mike. And he's got some great stuff going on in his channel, so check it out. And a special thanks, number 3, to Nangwaya, because he made a video just for me. I'm sure everybody can watch it, of course, and you should if you're into DBA, just to explain his DBA activation system, DBA-ish activation system. And you see lots of beautiful figures on that video. He's got 2 big armies there, and he has very interesting activation system. So thank you for that, and thank you to everybody. So today we are going to go back to Nulb and 4 Against Darkness, and we've discovered something near the temple that we cleared out that was previously inhabited by the Bone Cult. So there's something going on near that in the woods to the west of Nulb, and it seems like maybe people are reporting some sort of undeadish sort of activity there. So we got 4 figures going out. Of course, we have Brother Catfile, and we have Bob, who's got chainmail and shield, and so does Brother Catfile. And this time we're going to take the 2 ladies. We're going to take Nimiel, who is an elf and has 1 spell, and we're going to take Bridget, who is a wizard. They are all 2nd level now. So Bridget now actually has 4 hit points. Woo! And Emil has 5. Catfa has 6 or maybe 7. And Bob should have 8 or 9, I think. So we'll figure that out, and we'll be back. We'll see you at the table. All right, well, welcome back. We're doing 4 Against Darkness. We've got our 4 heroes. And Tim is running today, so take it away, Tim.
All right, so the mayor of Nulb has reported undead activity coming and going from the woods, and the party of heroes has been asked to investigate, sort of as they've found some tracks, some shuffling zombie tracks. They tracked the zombies back into the woods, and they found an abandoned, very old temple of Erakura, the elven goddess of death. She was more of a benevolent goddess of death, taking her people to the afterlife, not sort of the sinister goddess of death. But the temple's been long abandoned, and it seems to have been overtaken by some sort of nefarious undead force.
Okay, and again, this is in the woods to the west of Nulb, not too far from the temple we cleared out in the Against the Bone Cult series. So, okay, so we're in the woods.
You're in the woods. You see the temple has sort of been sunken into the ground after all this time, but there is some stairs sort of leading down, sort of dilapidated stairs leading down into what would be the main entrance hall of the temple.
All right, so we will carefully, taking our time and looking, go down to down the steps. And we're going to have the two men in front and the two ladies kind of in the back.
All right. You enter like a nice greeting hall. There is a large statue of what once was a beautiful elven woman greeting you. The statue now looks a bit defaced. One of the eyes has sort of been chipped out. One of the hands has sort of been broken off. And it looks, sort of more desecrated than you would like. And then there are two sort of shut doors located on both sides of the...
Okay, so this is probably heading west that way?
That would be west, yeah.
Yeah, so this would be north and left would be south.
Yeah.
Okay, and my way is east. All right, so we're going to step into the room, actually just Cadfile and Bob, and inspect the statue. See if there's anything interesting to find there.
Sure. You can give me a difficulty 4 check, and you can add intelligence if you're intelligent.
Okay, yeah. So Cadfile is intelligent, so that's a 6.
All right. Cadfile again notices that it's the elven goddess of death. It's been defaced by some sort of sinister force. You feel like the eye and the hand being removed was intentional. Maybe some attribution to the nefarious force. But he does find sort of engraved in the statue 2 passwords you think that would either open the northern or southern passage.
All right. So, great. So we got 2 passwords. And then we're going to do like a general check of the room for clues.
Sure.
And we didn't get a clue, but at least we didn't get any wandering monsters.
Yep.
So we will head, I think, north first, to the right.
Sure thing.
And go through the doors.
All right. As you open the door, there's a corridor there. Stepping into the corridor, 1 and 2 is a monster for corridors.
I believe that you could see right up here. You should be able to.
This is corridor content. Wandering monsters 1 or 2.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a special event in the corridor. As you walk into the corridor, a ghostly apparition of a elven cleric appears and asks for, in order to pass, you need to solve a riddle. And she will, sort of in Elvish, give you this beautiful riddle to solve.
Right.
And anyone is willing to...
Well, Nimiel is going to try to solve it because she's elf and she speaks Elven. And she's also agile and smart. So I guess the password was just to get through the room behind us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Open the doors, yeah.
So now we're going that way. All right. So it's just a die roll for the...
Yep.
Okay. Solve the riddle and...
You need a...
well, we'll see.
Yeah.
She gets a 4.
That will be enough.
Great.
For this one. And Nimio, and the priestess nods her head and gives you a token blessing, and Nimio sort of feels the warmth of her elven pantheon. And then the corridor splits sort of like northwest and northeast. You could kind of go either direction. Does
the blessing do anything for Nimiel?
It does not. It's just sort of a nice token blessing.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Elven Priestess. All right. All right. So it's like a diamond shape, and we can make a circuit around it. So maybe you want to put the map just really briefly here, and
so
we started here.
There. Now you're sort of moving here,
and we're gonna go this way.
Okay. So you're gonna go up.
All right. So yeah, we're going to the room towards the right.
All right.
So that would be a second corridor, I guess?
No, it's all sort of part of the same corridor.
Okay.
You get to the room on the right. When you enter, you see 5 looks like ghoulish creatures gnawing on the bones. They look at you with these hungry, gone eyes and sort of stand up, seeing a fresh meal enter. And they definitely look like they're going to attack and eat you.
All right. Why don't you hold like one of these guys up to the camera? Because these are really nicely done zombies.
I don't know if it's going to focus in. There we go.
All right. Thanks. I guess we have initiative since so we're definitely not going to try to barter with them.
Yes, they only want your flesh, so.
Are we rolling for initiative?
Yeah, we'll roll for initiative. They're not.
Okay. Awesome, we have it.
You can go first.
All right. All right. Catfile is going to, and these are undead, right?
They are undead, yeah.
Catfile is going to go to this one and attack him, and he's going to be +3 against undead. So that is a 7.
7 will hit and take out this undead.
So I guess these guys are just basically like minions.
Yeah, they're just basically minions.
All right, and Bob now is not using his +1 sword. He's using the +0 masterwork hammer. So now he's only +2 to hit instead of +3, but he explodes on a 5 or 6. So he's going to go to this first guy, and he is +2. And he explodes, so he gets another explosion, and oh my god, another explosion, and so that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So he's going to take out this guy, and I don't think he could reach both of them, but he could sort of cleave and get this guy. Pretty impressive, though, 19. With the Masterwork Hammer does his work right away. Let's see. And then we have Nimiel is just going to step here and shoot at that one. And she is +2 with the bow or in combat. And that's a 7.
She will shoot him dead.
And I don't think Bridget is going to do anything because she's too far away and she doesn't really want to go get hurt. Although she does have now a ring of protection, so her armor class is 4 instead of 3. And they'll have a bandage and a healing potion. So your initiative.
All right.
I'm sure these guys do not take morale checks.
They do not. They're mindless undead. He will kind of come up and try to just claw at you. You can kind of see there's like this sort of like poisonous stuff on their claws. But he will miss horribly, and you will not have to worry about the consequences.
Okay, so Bob will just counterattack, and that takes care of. And that's another explosion with a masterwork hammer. And all right, is there any loot?
There's you can search the room if you want to.
Okay, we will search the room, and that is definitely
a 6. Yeah, a random magic item.
Wow.
We will say, sort of amongst the dead, it looks like an apprentice wizard has been sort of devoured and eaten. But he does have a scroll case on his side that the ghouls were less interested in, and there is a scroll of lightning.
So Nimia will take that. She has the fireball staff that has 1 charge, and a scroll of lightning. And normally that would have 3 charges, right? That's the standard for disposable stuff. All right, and should we check the room again for clues, or is that not going to matter?
You can check the room again for clues if you want.
And we find a clue, or a treasure, or a secret door, in which case we'll take a clue. So I think Cadfile will take the clue.
Okay.
And we are ready to go to the next room. So there's a corridor and a room.
Sure. And then the corridor is completely empty, and you can kind of walk down
into the room at the end of the diamond shape.
This looks like some sort of like medical laboratory or something. There is a body lying on a table. There are some hooks with body parts on them. There's like some surgical instruments and stuff around. And then obviously the door you came from and another door leading to the next room.
Okay, so we don't see anything else dangerous in the room?
I mean, there's nothing...
So we'll go ahead and spread out and kind of just search a bit.
Okay. You can give me a roll for searching.
And that is normally not a success if we're looking for clues.
And as that happens, Bob can give me a check. It will be, if he had smarts, he'd be +1, but
he's just tough.
So
he fails badly.
He does not notice this large Frankenstein-y golem-looking monster come to life.
We should have just shot it to begin with.
And it will try to punch Bob. And 5 will miss Bob. So
wow, just barely. Actually, though, you could say that Bob is facing away from him, so he would get a +1, or the shield wouldn't count.
Oh, that's true. So I guess Bob will be hit for 2 points.
Ouch! Ow! 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 Okay. Our turn.
Your turn, yeah.
All right. So Bob will turn around and use his masterwork hammer, and now he really needs a 5. But that is a 5 total.
5 total would be 1 hit.
1 hit. Okay, good. And let's see. Nimio is going to move over here and shoot. So she's +2. That's a 6. So
that
total
as well.
Right. And Catfowl, I don't think is going to make it there. I mean, he'll make it there, but he won't be able to attack. And so I think Bridget will actually use move over here and actually use a lightning spell on that guy, and we're gonna say that automatically hits for 2.
Okay.
Or actually, do you want me to roll? But it's like don't lose it if it doesn't work. But I do have to hit to attack.
No, I think automatically hitting for 2 should be fine.
Either way. All right.
You notice that now that this thing is below half-life, it sort of has gone into this berserker frenzy.
Hooray.
And it's going to attack Bob twice. One will be 6 and the other is 7.
So that would be...
Bob is armor class 6 at the moment?
Yeah, so that's 2 hits on Bob, right?
Yeah, 2 hits on Bob.
So actually 4 hits?
4 hits.
Wow. Bob is taking 6 hit points. All right, Bob will hope for a masterwork explosion here. No! It's 1 hit. And Cal fell from behind. Misses badly. Nimio will shoot. And that's a 6, so that should hit.
And that will take it out.
Woo! All right, let's just do experience and treasure. So we got some magic treasure in the last place, right? And so we did in the main room there was nothing to fight, right?
The main room has nothing to fight.
Okay, so the next room there was some minions, so that's 2 points.
Yes.
And this is basically
a monster.
So that's 5 points. 5 points. Okay. And do we roll for treasure or do we? Do you not have treasure?
I'll roll for treasure. I want to say it's a -1 because it's it's not like the most decadent place.
You guys just
So it'll be a 4. So you'll find sort of amongst the weapons and tools and stuff enough to get 25 silver pieces worth of
25 gold
Or
pieces.
gold pieces. Sorry, silver pieces.
We
Yeah,
use
25.
both. We use both.
25 gold pieces worth of
Yeah. Loot.
Yeah.
And
useful tools.
can we still check the room for
Sure, you
clues?
can check the room for clues.
And we don't get any clues. All right. So moving right along, we're going to go into kind of heading backwards into the corridor. And we got something. Now, do you want to set up the corridor differently? Yeah, we got a couple of these that we could use. Or you could just use dry erase and make, you want to like use 2 of these?
Yeah, we'll just try to do it this way.
I think that's the way we used to do it. Oh, you want to just make a corridor like that way?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then we are here. And I guess they're coming from in front of us, whatever it is.
Yes, you see sort of a patrol of wandering zombies.
And these are different than the other guys?
Yeah, the other guys were kind of ghouls.
Okay.
And then behind them there are 2 skeletons with bows.
Skeletons. And do we roll for initiative?
You just can roll for initiative, yeah.
You have initiative.
All right. The one skeleton will take a shot at Bob.
Oh, it gets a 1.
And will miss. The next skeleton will take a shot at Catfile.
And he does get a 1, so he shoots somebody in the back.
Shoots a zombie friend in the back. Let's see. On a 6, the zombie gets back up. Nope. The zombie's dead.
Yes. Good skeletons.
And then the zombies will lumber forward.
Yeah, you put 3 in there.
2 will be on Catfile. They recognize his religious nature and do not like it.
Of course. He's holy.
5 misses Catfile.
He's 6, yeah.
And then on Bob, we'll also miss.
Unless you have pluses. Okay, so these guys are just minions.
Yeah, just minions.
All right. When they were all together, I was tempted to use a fireball, but now it's going to be Bob trying to explode with his hammer. And he explodes. He's at 6 plus 9. 2, 3 is 9, 10, 11. So without that, take out 2.
Yes, I'll take out these 2. Let's see if they stand back up.
Oh, they have a chance to.
One goes down and stands back up, but the other one goes down.
Very nice. Good idea. And Catfile will be, I think, plus 3. Yeah, on the guy in front of him, so he misses badly. Nimiel, who usually has a bow out, will shoot one of these skeletons and hope not to roll a 1. So that is a 5.
5 will take out the skeleton.
And Bridget will do nothing.
All right. This skeleton will fire back at Nimiel. And probably
Hit one of his, or maybe
we'll say on a 1, 2, 3, he'll hit his friend.
50-50.
All right, he'll hit his friend, and his friend
Does not get
stays
back up?
down.
Yes.
And then this zombie is going to try to eat Catfile's brains.
I love those. I love those skeletons. They're
very
on our
helpful.
side. I wish I could revive them and make them our friends.
When you don't have depth perception, it's really hard to.
Yeah.
No eyes, no.
Right. Okay. So I think Catfile's going to attack here, and that is a 5.
That's enough, and he will stay down.
And Bob is going to charge up here, and that is only a 5.
That's enough for the skeleton.
All right. We get 2 experience points, and do you want to roll for treasure?
You want to search the room?
It's a quarter,
Oh, it's
so I definitely don't want to search it because I have twice the chance of getting wandering monsters.
I'll roll for treasure, but I'll say it's like a -2 roll.
I mean, or they could have no treasure. They're just skeletons. Yeah. -2 is a good idea though.
One of the skeletons is still wearing a very nice ring, worth 25 gold pieces.
Thank you. And we will proceed to the room the last room on this diamond side.
And this room is just sort of covered in piles of bone and sort of rotting flesh. You hear sort of the squeaking sound of rats.
Uh-oh.
It smells pretty awful in here.
Well, we're going to move towards the door and see what happens.
And as you get close to the door, the rat swarms come out, and they just start to try to gnaw on your legs.
So 12 rats?
12 rats, yeah.
All right. And we roll for initiative?
Yep. Yeah, you can kind of see them coming. So. I got a 6.
I got a 4. That's 3 hits.
All right.
I got to do something with Bob.
3 on Bob. Nothing,
No.
I don't think.
No.
3 on Catfile. Nope. Catfile and Bob are pretty well protected.
Yep.
3 on Nimiel.
And she's only 4 to hit, so 1 point
hit.
on her.
And then 3 on Bridget. Bridget will get hit twice.
Bridget is a 5, yeah?
Was she? Then she'll only get hit once.
No, I'm sorry. Nimiel was a 5. Bridget is a 4.
All right.
So Bridget got hit twice.
Bridget got hit twice, yeah. I don't think
Gotcha.
Nimiel got hit at all.
All right. All right. This is bad. There's a lot of minions, and Bridget could really. So I'm gonna try Bob first. See if he explodes and does a lot of damage. And he only rolls a 4. So only kills 1. So Catfile will attack here, and he explodes with his mace. So that's 12.
He starts smashing all the rats, and all his rats go away.
Excellent. And Nimiel is going to... Bows are pretty useless against this guy. So she is going to disengage and change to her sword. And Bridget is also going to disengage and throw a fireball spell here because she's kind of hurting.
Okay.
And that should we're kind of using this thing as a area of effect, and I think that covers both of them. Yeah. All right. So. Oh yeah. So yeah, they do 1 point. Yeah, you're right. So that was the last of her fireball staff charge. So she does have the scroll of lightning, and she does have not a lightning spell anymore, but maybe a sleep spell. All right, so your turn.
All right. The last 2 rats on Bob. One will get Bob for 1.
Ouch! Yeah, Bob's really hurt. Bob's taken 7 points. All right, so Bob's gonna attack 2 rats. And he explodes for 8, 9, 10.
And that will take out the final 2 rats.
And Bob will take his healing potion.
Okay.
Which you can only use once in adventure, but it fully restores it. And Bridget only has 1 point. No, she's taken 2. So I'm going to use a bandage on Bridget.
Okay.
And she is just taking 1 hit point now. And we will search the room for clues. And we get a clue, or a treasure, or a secret door, and we'll take a clue.
Okay.
Cadfell now has 2 clues. So hopefully we get 3, and that'll help against some major boss or something in some way. Or we could also use it for a location of a hidden treasure, or lots of things. All right, so out we go in the corridor, into the corridor that leads back to the entrance room.
Right, and the corridor is currently empty.
So we're at the entrance room. Anything there now?
Nope, the statue just is sort of still standing there. You do notice the other door has been opened. But
all right, so we're gonna go across, and now we're heading south.
yes, you'll be heading towards the south.
So we're gonna continue in a counterclockwise direction. So we're going into the corridor, headed towards the room closest to you.
Okay. The corridor is empty.
And we enter the room.
All right. You come across another one of these large golem construct things. This one is not sleeping on a table, though. He's sort of guarding I'll say a desk, sort of over here with, and we'll say a bookshelf.
You could probably use one of these doors. Oh, okay. All right, big bookshelf.
A little big.
That's cool.
Bookshelf.
No, that's good.
And he sort of sees you and grumbles and rumbles in your direction.
Great, because good thing we healed up. All right, so are we rolling for initiative or are we attacking?
You can roll for initiative.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. And he absolutely has it, even though he's a mindless goon.
And he will just sort of sprint towards Catfile.
Everybody's picking on the cleric.
6 will hit.
6 will hit. So 2 points on Catfell?
Yeah.
Wow, and Catfell now has taken 4 points. So, oh no, that would close. Yes, but Catfell actually has taken 4 points now. And our turn. So, Bob will move behind him and attack.
Okay. And explode.
And explode. That's a 6. That's a 12. 15, 16, 17, 18.
All right. That's 3 hits on him. He does not appreciate that in the slightest.
Yeah, we're okay with that. All right, let's go with Catfell. He's +3, and he's going to. He really wants to kill this thing. He's +3, and I'm just thinking of doing something else. Yes, in fact, Catfell will. Yeah, because he's taken 4 hits, so he will actually disengage. And next time he's going to heal himself.
Okay.
Nimel will take a shot. And that is a 5.
That will just barely hit. He sort of moans in discomfort.
And I think... Bridget will... actually just be brave and run up and attack him with her staff, which probably misses.
He's defense 5.
Yeah, she would be +2 on spells, but not on attacks. So
sure.
I don't think she has anything that would. Okay.
He is, a Frankenstein monster, so he's entranced by the pretty lady.
Uh-oh.
But he's sort of also really angry that he just got stabbed in the back for a lot. So he's just going to turn and throw 2 punches at Bob.
Oh, he's going a little ragey mode.
He's a little berserk now that he's at
Berserker mode.
below half. I think 1 hit on Bob for 2 points.
Good thing Catfell healed, and now Catfell is...
Bob got hit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bob.
Yeah. But Bob healed up with his healing potion, so he should be all right.
Right. So 2 hits on Bob. Right. Yeah, Catfell hasn't healed.
And that is...
all right, that's your turn. All right, so Catfell's gonna heal himself. So that's 1 + 2 for 3 hit points, and not so great. But still, now he only has He's only down 1 hit point. He might be 7, but we have him at 6 right now. Total hit points. And Bridget is going to hit him with a staff. And she explodes with her puny little wooden staff. And explodes again. 12. 17. And no pluses, so 17.
And that is enough to take down Frankenstein.
Woo! Bridget explodes with her magic little staff. All right. And Catfowl is going to go ahead and throw. He already healed himself, right? So he just took 2 this turn. Oh, no, Bob took 2.
Bob took 2.
All right, this room. So Catfowl actually doesn't have any hit points.
Oh no, Catfowl got healed.
Okay, so Catfowl will use a heal spell on himself, and that will fully heal. Okay, so Catfowl fully healed. Bob is down 2, and we're gonna go ahead and use a bandage on Bob.
Okay.
So he's taking a healing potion, but he's also gonna use a bandage, and so he is down 1 hit point. And I think the ladies are okay. Yeah. So we will check the room for clues, and we don't find any.
I'll say because there's like a bookshelf and stuff here, you get +1. So
okay,
you can find a clue.
All right, so excellent. So Catfowl now has 3 clues, and we'll take a look at the bookcase and the table.
Sure. There will be, so you can give me intelligence checks.
Okay, so I'll have Catfowl do the checking because he's intelligent. And I'm actually going to have Nimiel check the table because she's agile and intelligent. So Catfowl's +1, and that's a 6, so that should...
Catfowl is a learned literate man, and he sees several books that are not considered heretical that he could probably sell. Each for about 25 gold pieces. So he can get 3 books that each are worth 25 gold pieces.
Okay, good. And we got 5 experience points for the weird monster. And we got some books. And now Nimiel is checking the table.
All right, she can give me an intelligence check as well.
And she is also smart, so that is a 4.
All right. It is not enough to really notice anything, but she does manage to also not be possessed by any of the sort of dark magics that are.
Okay, so she's done with that, and Bridget's kind of nodding her head. Yeah, just move away from that. And I think we'll be happy with what we got. We have 3 clues. We got some loot, and we are going to move to the end room.
All right.
So we hit the bottom one first.
Hit the bottom one, and now you're going up to the corridor.
Okay.
There's nothing in the corridor.
Great. And then we're going to the end room. Actually, here. Okay. Oh yeah. We're gonna be fooled this time. Sure.
There's a man with a knife, kind of looking over a gentleman. Strapped to a altar, doing some sort of prayer.
Now, does this man with a knife actually look like a man?
He looks like a man who has probably dabbled in the dark arts a little bit too long.
Yeah, move that.
Yeah.
All right.
And he sort of cackles in glee when he sees you, and sort of finishes his prayer and plunges the dagger into the heart. You do know that the man has sort of removed one of his eyes, and sort of his hand is sort of no longer made of flesh; it's just bone.
So he's doing something with the statue.
And he's sort of and he sort of has stabbed this guy, and you sort of see this guy's life go limp.
So the guy on the table was a live human.
Yes, and then the blood sort of trickles down in ornate through cracks that are ornate runes, and sort of the magic sort of seethes through, and the gentleman says, "You're too late. It is done."
Uh-oh. Well, we hate to come late to a party, but we're going to crash it anyway. Initiative?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Unless you're going to try to talk to him.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and no, Cadfile, it would be completely against Cadfile's teachings and learnings that he would negotiate with such a foul creature. So, initiative. Tie. You got initiative.
All right.
I wish there was something in 4 against darkness that would give you a plus on initiative.
He will try to blast Catfile with his necrotic bolt, but he will miss.
Miss badly.
Probably just kill one of these zombies.
We're getting a lot of love from these undead guys.
Again, one eye, depth perception's real bad.
Yeah.
This zombie will shuffle up to Catfile and sort of, break his hand as he punches. And then these two will sort of shuffle up to Bob. One hit on Bob.
One hit on Bob. Bob's taking 2 hits. All right. Okay. So, showtime. I'm going to go Bob first and try to kill both these guys with an explosion. And nope, but it is a 6.
I'll take one out. Does he get back up? He does not.
All right. Good thing they don't keep rolling to get back up. And Catfile will use his +1 mace, and he'll be +3, and that's an 8. So yeah, not enough to kill 2, right?
No, you can take out one too. And
all right,
either of them get back up. Nope, they also stay down.
All right, so he moves over and crushes 2 of the zombie dead guys, ghouls, whatever they are. Now it's time for the girls. All right, so Nimio is going to step here and use her scroll of lightning to put 2 hits on the guy.
Okay.
That. And Bridget is going to move here and what does she have left? She has a fireball. So she's going to go ahead and use the fireball to put a hit on the guy.
All right. He does not like that. He starts to do this incantation and say these horrible words that even hurt the ear. And this pulse of negative energy is expelled. And I need everyone to give me difficulty 5 rolls, but you get +1 if you're tough.
All right. So we'll start with Bridget, and she gets a 5. And we'll do Catfile, who is tough. No, he's smart, but he got a 5.
5 as well.
Bob is +1, so 4 + 1. Okay. And Nimio is not tough, so she takes a point.
She'll take a point, and you see him sort of
regenerate?
Suck some of that energy back into himself.
Oh, no. Okay. This is going to be a nasty boss.
But that is his go.
All right. So, can we reach across the table and hit him, or do we have to go around the back?
You can probably try to jump on the altar or something if you want. Maybe on the dead guy, but you can do that.
All right. So actually, these are both just going to move within attacking distance, but not attack us. They're too far away to. Yeah.
Okay.
So they're just gonna flank him, and Nimio is going to use another lightning from her scroll to do 2 points of damage, and Bridget is going to. She doesn't have a lot left except a sleep spell. So she is going to throw a sleep spell on him, and that is a saving throw, and it's not a very high saving throw, and he's probably plus a lot. So like plus a level, maybe plus smart.
I think a 1.
A 1! Yeah! Bridget puts the evil necromancer to sleep. Alright. Kefo will say a prayer over his body and then bash his brain in.
Right.
Try not to get too much evil goo on his mace.
And you see his body sort of like almost ravaged by time in an instant, and he shrivels up and decays and turns to ash, leaving only this bony skeletal hand.
Okay, and no eye.
Well, there's no there's no eye. There's no eye to leave.
Okay. Does it look like we could put the hand back in the statue?
It doesn't look. It looks like he made it look like the statue emulated his hand, not.
Oh, okay.
Not like took the hand from the statue.
All right. Cafel's going to do an intelligence check on the hand to see if there's anything special about it or that we should do with it.
Okay.
And he rolls a 5.
It does sort of like have some sort of like arcane magicalness to it. He's not exactly sure what it does, but it emanates evil a lot, and it does seem to have some sort of power contained within it.
All right. Catfel's just going to start crushing the hand with this mace into dust.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah. You can kind of feel, and as he does that, like everyone can kind of feel the sort of atmosphere in the area go a bit dark and bleak. Probably was sort of heading in that direction anyway before this.
Right.
And then Catfile can kind of feel the energy leaving the hand and sort of moving back towards the center of the temple.
Of the temple.
Like the main entrance, yeah.
Oh, okay, back to the statue area. Okay, that's maybe not good. All right, we're going to check for loot.
Sure. You get 2 rolls.
All right, we'll take a roll. Pretty cheap loot, but.
Yeah. 3.
We'll take the 10 experience points.
Yeah, there's
2.
15 silver and a 10 silver piece.
All right, 25 more coins, and we'll check. Well, the guy's really dead, and we'll check the guy on the table. I guess the human that got stabbed. Just make sure he's needs help or.
Hit the dagger in his heart. I mean, he's definitely dead. The dagger in his heart is very ornate and might be valuable, but it's also like a very sharp masterwork dagger. So it might be good for like a rogue with less.
Okay,
morals.
so excellent. All right, so we'll take a masterwork dagger with us. Does the man on the table look at all familiar? Like he's from Nulb or someplace we could take his body to?
Yeah, he does. He definitely looks like he is like a young son of a farmer. Not like super young, but like maybe 18, 19 years old. He's wearing, very, very plain clothes, but he looks like he might be one of the farmers you're familiar with, boys. I think you've seen him at like maybe the market.
Okay, great. That's terrible. But okay, I think we're done here. But Catfile and Bob are going to carry the body home. So they're carrying the body together, and the girls are behind them, and we're going out to the last room. So corridor first, I guess.
It looks as if when you get in the corridor that's empty, and when you get to that room, it looks like sort of like similar to the other room that the ghouls were in. You see like gnawed body parts and stuff, but it looks like whatever was here is sort of vacated.
All right, so then we're going to the next corridor and back to the center room.
And there's like sort of an eerie quietness to it. And then when you get back to the center room, behind the statue, you just sort of see this portal opens, and you can kind of look in and see what might be the entrance to the underworld.
Okay, the entrance to the underworld. All right.
But right now it seems undisturbed. Nothing seems to be. Some stuff might have gone into it, but nothing seems to be coming out of it at the moment.
Okay,
But it's definitely a problem.
he's going to use his 3 clues, CAD file,
Okay.
to see if there's any way I can close it. And I'm just going to make an intelligence roll. And that would be a 5 for the clues.
Okay. Cat file knows he has to close it from the inside. And it might take a little bit more of a job.
Sure. Okay, so obviously chapter 2.
Chapter 2.
Going through the portal to the underworld. Are we continuing time-wise? I mean, obviously not this week, but do we have to keep going from here, or do they have time to go back to the town?
They have time to go back to the town. And
all right, so that's the end of chapter 1 of, what are you calling this?
I guess Descent into the Underworld.
Descent into the Underworld, folks. And we'll be back with chapter 2 later in a couple of weeks. We will come back and descend into the Underworld to close the portal. So, this is Hoser and Tim saying thanks for showing up, and we'll see you at the table.